Gentleman from Kentucky is recognized for 4 minutes.
I thank the chairman for yielding me this time. Mr. Speaker, I rise today in support of this legislation to keep the District of Columbia operating as usual while Congress works to sort out its fiscal differences. I have to admit I'm really surprised to hear my good friend from New York, and we are good friends, oppose this bill. This bill provides for the District of Columbia to use its money to provide the services that we all enjoy in this capital city. I can't believe the gentleman would oppose this bill. This is a clean funding mechanism, nearly identical to what was included in the initial clean continuing resolution I introduced on September the 10th. This legislation gives the district access to local funding at the current annual rate of $6.8 billion until December 15th, or until full year appropriations have been signed into law. This funding is solely local, does not come out of the federal coffers. These funds will support critical district programs that its people rely on: law enforcement, safety, the schools, and other essential municipal activities. I can't believe that I'm hearing opposition to that from that side of the aisle, or any side of any aisle. This legislation will help clean up one portion of the difficulties caused by a shutdown. It makes one more critical next step toward reopening the entire federal government. Now, let me say again, on this side of the aisle, we offered to the Senate 3 or 4 different propositions to keep the government operating. They turned them all down. Finally, last night, we said, okay, if you won't agree to any of these provisions, let's at least form a conference committee between the House and Senate, as is the usual process, time-honored. Let's just meet in the rotunda, House and Senate conferees, and work out the differences that we have. That's what we do around here in the past. The Senate said, we don't even want to talk to you. And so here we are. When the Senate said we won't talk, the shutdown took place, triggered by the Senate's refusal to even talk to members of the House. Now, we've got to keep our eyes on the prize, and that's providing each and every agency, program, and department with full year updated appropriations and ending this shutdown as soon as possible. I urge my colleagues to support this bill.
Gentleman yields back. The gentleman from Florida reserves. Gentleman